What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So today's video I'm going to be showing the different spell combinations you can do with Rinwell. And I'm mostly going to be showing the ones that only make new things. I have a whole spreadsheet, I'll link it down in the description, of the different, combos you can do if you want to mix them up and stuff like that. But as of right now, I believe this is everything in the game. Now, two spells I don't think Rinwell gets, and I don't think I've seen anybody else have it, is Flare Tornado or Explosion. I haven't learned that with her, and I have her proficiency maxed. All her proficiencies are maxed. I've used the spell Burning Strike enough to where she should at least be able to learn that new part, but she hasn't. So I don't think you can learn those. If somebody knows down below, comment, let me know. But I'm just going to be showing off the main ones, really.
Go no further.
Now, one thing I didn't know about this game before, back when I played the demo, was that you can actually charge 3 spells with Rinwell. So first we're going to be doing with the wind element. So I'm going to use Air Thrust. So what you can do with Air Thrust is you can use charge 1, and then use another one, and then I'll make Crossblade. But what you can also do now is with 3 charges, charge 1, charge another, and that magic charge right there will make Crossblade. Then you do a third one, and that's Cyclone.
That's what my shield's for.
So that's what you can make with that. So I'd honestly say, for if you're trying to use Cyclone on certain mobs that are just weak to wind or something like that, I'd probably say it's better and faster for you to just charge 3 air thrusts rather than, charge a whole Cyclone. Now, I haven't used the accessory on her that reduces her charge time, so I don't know how much faster that is, but I believe charging 3 air thrusts is probably the fastest option. Now, Crossblade as well. Crossblade, you could do 2 Crossblades and then I'll make a Cyclone as well. You can actually do you can actually make 2 Cyclones, and the way you could do that is by having a Crossblade and an Air Thrust. So you can have a Crossblade, Air Thrust, and then once you have Cyclone you can also throw it on.
Leave it to you.
But what you can do is you charge Crossblade first, then you want to charge Air Thrust, then you charge Cyclone. So this will make 2 Cyclones. So switch target, and you see 2 Cyclones right there. And you can usually do that with every type of spell that's like Cyclone. So for next we're going to go to water. And first thing on here is spread. 2 spreads you can charge. 2 spreads will just make Freeze Lancer. And you can charge 3 spreads. And I'll make a Tidal Wave. You can also do 2 Tidal Waves as well. You just do Freeze Lancer and spread. And then once you learn the skill Tidal Wave, then you can use that at the end, and then you can make 2 of those. So another thing you can do is, once you get Maelstrom, you can do that as well. You can learn this. You can learn this skill, but from another way you can't make it. You can't make Maelstrom. At least not with only, water elements. But I will show you Maelstrom right here just so you can see it as well. Another thing to note with all of these spells for her is that some of them are really only good if the mob is like, you know, down or something like that. So like that right there, it's not hitting him. So what I would recommend is whenever you're fighting a boss or something like that, have Alphen in the, you know, the sub party, and right before your spell finishes charging and she uses it, down the mob, because then you can get some down damage with that, and you can, you know, also have them stay still for a bit. So that's the water spells that you can, you know, combine to make different things. I'm gonna show the light spells now. So the light spell, where is the light spell? Thunderblade, here we go. So Thunderblade, and then can grab Holy Lance, and I'll grab Shooting Star as well to show you. But so what you can do with the Thunderblade, 2 of these will make Holy Lance. So charge 1, do the other one, that's Holy Lance. So now when you do 3, charge, charge. So that's a Holy Lance charge right there. And then a third Thunderblade makes Divine Saber. So that's what you can do with that. And from the light elements, you won't be able to make a Shooting Star. Yeah, from the light elements, you won't be able to make a Shooting Star, and I'm sorry if I pause, but that's just me looking at my my sheet. But yeah, you won't be able to make a Shooting Star from the light elements. I also included Meteor Storm into the light elements, even though it's not a... It says Light Strike, which is, I'm going to consider that a light element, but it has no actual element icon on it, but I'll equip that to show you as well. So this is Shooting Star. This is one of my favorite spells for her, and honestly probably one of the more harder hitting spells you can get early on in the game. But it just does that. It drops a ball of light, and you know, it's really mostly good if the enemy is like being still, or you know you down them. This right here is going to be Meteor Storm. And that just drops a bunch of meteors down. So next spell we're going to go to, and I made a separate category for this on the spreadsheet because it's pretty much its own element, and that is Burning Strike. This is a flame skill. You don't get this until the second half of the game. Like, you get this very, very late game pretty much from a sub-quest. And as far as I know, this is the only flame skill you can get on her. You can't get Flare, Tornado, or Explosion on her, as far as I know. So 2 Burning Strikes. That'll make a Flare Tornado right there. Also, so you see Burning Strike, I'll show you that. It just does that, drops little fireballs on top of them. So now when you do 3 charges of it, that'll make Explosion, which drops a little meteor down, does that. So that's the fire skill. That's the only one that I know of, honestly, that's in the game. I don't think you can get Flare, Tornado, or Explosion, because like I said, I got all her proficiencies max pretty much, so don't know. And now for the different element combos. These are combos you can make with new things using different elements. So for example, using 2 air thrust and then using 1 spread, that'll make Maelstrom. That's pretty much going to be your earliest way of doing Maelstrom. So let me grab air thrust, and then let me grab spread. So 2 air thrusts, and then spread. that makes Maelstrom. Like I said, that'll be your earliest way of doing Maelstrom in the beginning of the game. And like I said, there's other different elements you can, you know, use together to, you know, do different things if you wanted to mix it up, you know. But I'm showing the ones that actually make new stuff. So like on my list, you'll see a bunch of, in the different element combos part, you'll see a bunch of different stuff I list, but there's only a few spells in the game actually where she can combine spells to make new ones. Which, honestly, it isn't a lot. This one you'd probably be able to do earliest on is the Freeze Lancer and Holy Lance together. So Freeze Lancer and Holy Lance, these two combined will make Shooting Star. Which early on, this will probably be your hardest hitting spell. But those two make Shooting Star right there. Your next one you'd be able to do is Meteor Storm. This will be 2 Holy Lances and a Burning Strike. Like I said, you won't be able to do this till way later in the game, once you get to the second half, like early second half, close to maybe mid, depending on when the quest pops up. Because I can't remember the exact part it pops up, but I know it's second half of the game.
Oh, now I'm real mad.
Okay, Law messed me up with that.
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer.
So charge 2 Holy Lances.
Magic is am. Sealed.
Then do a Burning Strike.
Meteor storm.
And that makes Meteor Storm. And that's pretty much it for really the new spells that you can use to, or the spells that you can combine to make new ones for her. That's honestly it. Like, she doesn't have a lot, honestly. So, like I said, I'll link the spreadsheet down below. As far as I know, these are all the spells that she can learn in the game, and these are ones that she can actually use to combine. But like I said, I already got her, you know, proficiencies maxed. Those are maxed and everything, and I've used Burning Strike a lot, and I haven't seen her learn anything. I've even asked a friend of mine, and he hasn't seen it either. So, like I said, those are just the ones that you can combine to make different spells and stuff. And on my sheet, like I said, you'll see a lot that is really just different combos you can try to mix and match and stuff like that. But as far as it is now, until maybe some word of it gets out, I don't see Rinwell learning Flare, Tornado, or Explosion. So yeah, that'll be it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.